Good morning, everyone. I'm Marco Canevarolo. I'm from Italy, and this is my first presentation. And I want to speak to the company in Italy where I worked. The name is UNITEC S.P.A. And this is my outline. So I want to tell something about the company, the product, so automatic machine, and mainly electronic grader. Why we decide to improve non-destructive method, and why we are interested in the faculty of in the Kyoto University. So this is our headquarters in Italy, in the middle part of Italy, and this is the detail. And also, if you are interested, this is the website, where you can find a lot of video, so it's very interesting. We have a lot of branches, more or less all around the world. The most important is in United States. We have one in California and another one in the Washington State. And another very important branch is here in the southern part of America, in Chile. And near Chile, we have another branch in Argentina. In Europe, we have one in France, one in Spain. This is our headquarters. And in Sicily, we have another branches. All the red points are our dealers, so we are present more or less in all the world, but now not in Japan. This is some of our machine. So we pass through. This is a bean damper, a wet bean damper, no, dry bean damper, sorry. This is bean filler, this is palletizer, and this one is an automatic machine to fill the box automatically. More or less all the kind of boxes we can fill with this kind of machine. This is in Chile. But we provide also machine for beans and boxes washing machine, or for example automatic opening plastic boxes, the boxes you can see in the market, for example, with the side you can open the side automatically with a machine. This kind of machine more or less can open 1,200 boxes per hour. But our main product, our main machine is electronic grader. These are more or less all the products that we can grade. So you can see very small products like cherry or cherry tomatoes or chestnut. After that, we can process all the kind of citrus. You can see also apricot or apple. And the biggest one we can process are melon and watermelon that reach the 7 kilo. 7 to 10 kilos is the biggest grader that we can provide for watermelon. But an important thing is that not for all the product we can find, for example, external defect, or we can sort by internal quality. We can see the internal quality of the product, but for example, on the watermelon, we can only sort it by weight. In this picture, you can see other two grader. This is for cherry and this is for apple. So the way to process the product is very different according to the kind of product. Apple is a product very gentle, so we need to process it in water. Cherry is the same, but the technology is very different because this is a pre-sorting line. So we dump the product in water, and after the sorter, we put the product again in the beans. So it's not, how can you say, we can't sell the product after this processing line. We need to packing it in another line. In this case, we already packed the cherry, so we can sell to the market with this kind of machine. And this is the parameter that we can see with our sorter machine. So weight, diameter or size, color, external defect, and internal quality. This is the reason why we are interested in spectroscopy. Here you can see some of the external defects that we can see, that we can detect on apricots and on cherry. Cherry is our main product. We are a little bit famous about cherry graders. So all of these are the defects that we can separate with machine vision, with only using machine vision. And this is our near system. So in this case, we can separate the fruit according to the internal quality. I want to show you a video about our technology. Oh, it's not online. Okay. Is it possible to put it online or not? No? Ah, okay, sorry. Okay, why we are interested to improve non-destructive method? Because we need to reduce the error of measure. We want to find new solution and technology to detect other external defects, because during the year, customers ask us new defect, and always smaller defect. So it's very difficult for us to find it with the technology that we have now. So we need to improve this kind of technology. And another big problem is to create a system easy to use, because now the customer have to need high knowledge about the machine. But our goal is also to create a machine simple to use for everyone. So this is the reason why we want to create a system easier. Also because the maintenance is important, because now we need to give a lot of maintenance year by year to the customer, because every year you need to how can I say, the product, fruit, for example, change year by year. So the system that he had the year before now doesn't work well. So we need all the year to perform the model, to perform a new model, to make it possible to the sorter to work well. So why we are interested in Kyoto University? The third one is to compare our method with the university method that is very different. In our case, we start from a problem, but here I see it's just a little bit different. We try to start from an idea, and you try to find information about that idea. So it's very different. The other one is for me a big possibility to know something about the latest spectroscopy technology. And the first one, I think, for me it's important to have new relationship with a professor, researcher, and a student. And I hope to keep in contact with more or less all of you. Thank you.
Thank you for the time. Thank you for your presentation. I have only one question. Probably if you cannot answer it, okay, no problem. For example, I'm a customer. Why I come to your company? So do you have the most sophisticated one, and what makes your company different from others? Do you have another technology that only your company have it?
Because we are the technologists, it's okay. No, I think there are a lot of things, not only the technology. but only the after sales, or for example, we ask to the customer to visit us, to know us better, to see how we work, and after that there is only a decision by the customer. So we only can show him what we are able to do.
So you have special things that make you different, a step advanced than others based on the technology maybe.
But in the
Grading
technology,
system technology.
the system of many companies that make graded machine more or less similar. But I think we are very good on Cherry, so they can see our machine working in the warehouse of other customer and see the results that we can reach with our machine. So maybe this is important, but we don't have nothing more than the other. We try to be better than the other, but it's not easy. We have to try it day by day. So, we are similar to the other. Just we try to do it better. I don't know.
Thank you. Other question?
I have one question about shortening of watermelon. You told your company use oil,
Wait, yeah.
but I think oil, it is more important to do separated based on sweetness rather than oil.
Of course, I agree with you. But actually, in Europe, we sold machine only by weight because the trade until now don't need to grade the watermelon by sweetness or other parameter. But I think in the future we need to improve this kind of technology. So we try to.
Okay, that means European people like shape and size.
Yeah.
They choose from outside, not think about the inside.
Actually, it's
Appearance.
Thank you.
actually,
Other question?
Yes. You have many dealers and centers all around the world. Do you make your grading line in Italy and export it, or do you actually have production and software
only in Italy.
only in Italy?
All in Italy, yeah, until now. But we are trying to do something in the United States, only in the United States. We have after sales in other parts of the world, but not production until now.
In many of your products, it's very short season for picking. Do you only have sales people or service people at the time of the season or all year round?
I understand, sorry.
Okay. So for instance, for cherries, cherry picking time is a very short time of the season.
Yeah, of course.
And at that time is the time you need service people to be able to make sure that the machine is always working. Do you have service people continually there through 12 months of the year, or only for the time that?
Both of them. So we have some people in that country, but when the season is just before the season, we send a lot of people on that country to start the machine. Because usually, for example, in Chile we sold a lot of machine every year for the cherry, so we send them a lot of people before the season to start all the machine. So we try to make, like, can you say, start, I don't know, 10 by 10 line per time. In this way we can organize our...
Do you have any internet service so that you can be based in Italy but provide expertise to running lines in the US?
Yes, the first step is to try to solve problem with internet. It's easier and the cost is less. So it's better for us to use the internet connection to solve directly on, so we can connect ourselves to the machine. After that, try to solve the problem directly in Italy. So if the problem is small, we can solve it like in this way.
Other question? One of the objectives is get your idea is graphically research. Then after you came here, did you have a new idea?
Of course, yes. For example, until now we didn't use fluorescence, but I think this is a good technology that we can improve in the next year. We can start to use.
Do you have any good example of improved or less good to use fluorescence in your country?
But we have citrus or pepper, and I read something about it. Then I also make some experiments with Diner. In this case, we can use fluorescence. Also, I think kiwi. I read something about kiwi. You can use fluorescence on kiwi. Apple, another product. But after that, I don't know. I need to try.
No other question? Okay, thank you very much.